Hello, and welcome to my Patreon page. If you aren't familiar with Patreon, Patreon is a site that allows you to be a patron to the arts. Basically, you, as the patron, help people like me, creators, continue what they love. How it works is you pay per story and only pay as much as you want to per month, so you can set a cap so that you don't spend any more than you want to. And then, in exchange, you get to see stories first, you get to interact with me, the creator, and you can even suggest ideas for stories and characters and any other thing you want to. And I will do what I can to try to write in that information to make you, the special people who actually make it so that I can do what I want to do, happy. My goal as a writer is to be a published author. I am in the process of editing and writing novels in order to publish them as a self-published author. But self-publishing is a very pricey thing to do. Editing and covers and marketing and promotion, all of these things are very pricey and something that is a challenge to try to do. And I'm the type of person who doesn't do anything half-assed. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So I know it's going to cost me likely easily over $1,000 per book to write. And I would love to someday be able to write as a full-time profession. Right now I work as an R&D specialist in crop sciences, which is fun, and I like it, but it's not my passion. And your patronization of my work makes it so that maybe someday I will be able to pursue my passion to its greatest extent. And I cannot thank you guys enough for that. And now I'm going to read a little bit so that you can get an idea as to whether or not what I do, what I write, is interesting to you. My primary genres are paranormal, science fiction, and fantasy. And now I'm going to read you a chapter, the first chapter, from a fantasy novel I'm working on, titled Seas. Here goes. I fell out the window next to a boy wearing clothes made brown with dirt. A certain mind looked much the same. Snatching him up, I hefted him to my hip and ran, cursing my long skirt as it tangled around my ankles. I felt like the heavens conspired against me as I flew through the night, purposefully oblivious of anything that might slow me down. As my heart pounded in my chest, my lungs billowed painfully in the chill night air, and my arms and hips screamed to put down the heavy 5-year-old. My feet screamed at the abuse, and they flew over sharp rocks and branches. I focused on a single thing. It was all that mattered: the woods. The boy squirmed in my arms, silently asking to be put down. But I couldn't dare. His legs were too short. We would never make the trees. Why, oh why, had I taken the boy with me? He wasn't my responsibility. He wasn't my son, my brother, my cousin. But I couldn't leave him there. Not with her. Not if I knew he was there. That was too cruel, and I wasn't capable of it. The eerie blackness of the trees stretched closer. It wasn't safety, but it was a first step. My feet pounded more furiously, seeming to pound harder and more desperately as my energy waned, my ears straining for the sound of pursuit. Please don't let them discover our escape. Not yet. Just a little longer, and we might have a chance. The night was still silent, empty of barking male voices, the clanging of armor, or the rhythmic thumping of hoofs. We were almost there, but I didn't think we would ever get there. I felt like my heart would give out at any moment. Could it take much more of this torture? It felt like it was on its last leg as it pounded painfully in my chest. and with each step further, I felt like less and less air entered my lungs. Would I suffocate from exertion before we reached the cover of the woods? Was that even possible? What an ignominious end for so useless a life. But even if my heart gave out, I would see to it the young boy in my arms had a chance. He didn't deserve whatever end that terrible witch had in store for him. Finally, I made the trees, ran another 20 feet, hoping we wouldn't be visible from the fields, and collapsed painfully to my knees, feeling the jarring movement straight to my teeth. The boy kept me from falling on my face. I no longer had the wherewithal to put out my hands to stop my fall. Well, I hope you liked my writing, and I hope you'll become a patron, and have a wonderful day.